Hey, so you won't believe how I'm traveling the world for a whole year with almost $0 in my bank account, and I will show you how. It's been exactly 5 months since I'm traveling the world, and believe me, I figured out how to really travel cheap. No trust funds, barely any savings, just a ton of adventures. Stay with me, and I will spill all the tips how I travel the world without breaking my credit card. Most of you guys who are watching right now are thinking, wow, I wish I could travel like this. And the truth is, you can. Stop overthinking. You don't need to be brave to travel. Just take a little bit of courage and go. The motto is simply learning by doing. Stop thinking too much about it. 1 week before I started my journey to travel the whole world for a year, I'm gonna be honest, I was literally panicking, calling my friends like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this. This is literally crazy. I'm only 20. How am I supposed to travel the world? But you grow through what you go through. Just do it, don't think about it, just start. And one benefit of being broke is when you travel cheap, you get really creative, get in unexpected situations, create memories for a lifetime, and you will learn how to build a huge social network all over the world. Three biggest expenses that we have is transport, which is getting from point A to B, accommodations, where you sleep, and everything else, which is food, entertainment, if something breaks down, insurance. And let's talk about how we can minimize those costs. How can we get from point A to B really cheap? So one of my tips is hitchhiking, but be careful, and be extra careful. If you need tips on how to do it, you can contact me over Instagram. The next country I'm going to is going to be Australia. So this is going to be my best friend. Also, BlaBlaCar. Yeah, you can also, for example, in exchange of work, get a free ride. And when you have dreamed of living on a sailboat, you can be a cook, for example, or do several other options of jobs, and you can live for free on a sailboat. What an amazing experience. I talked to people who bought themselves a motorbike in Asia, in Southeast Asia, to travel cheap from point A to B. Or, yeah, hitchhiking is cool. It's like a little adventure. You never know if you're gonna get kidnapped. When it comes to flight tickets, make sure not to travel in the peak season, for example, New Year's or summer. If you travel off season, it will be a lot cheaper. Maybe try to organize a bit when you want to fly where, because I never do it. And every time, when I booked my flight ticket for Australia, I was literally crying in front of the computer because the flight tickets got so expensive. So don't do it like me, do it better. Now we come to accommodations. How can you sleep at places for literally nothing? So there's an app, it's called Couchsurfing, you might have heard of it. The app allows you to sleep at locals' places. Often you get your own room even. They will show you around, introduce you to their family, and you really get to experience the real culture. That's why I love it so much. If you need tips on how to use Couchsurfing, you can definitely contact me over Instagram. Just go camping. Some people sometimes even sleep in parks, happens. Or just really cheap hostels. Don't worry, find like a bed bug in your hostel. It just adds to the experience, You can also just do volunteering with Workaway, Worldpackers, and there's so many more websites where you can do it. For example, for 2 weeks, you can live on a farm or work for a hostel. In exchange for that, you get a free room, free food, amazing people, young people who are all in our age group, and you can build an amazing social network. So by working especially in a hostel, it gives you an opportunity to make friends with people who live all over the world. This way you can start building your social network. And after you did your volunteering, now you have 20 friends who live all over Europe for free and they want you to come because you're friends. So let's go. And the soft skills that you're developing, for example, building a social network, problem solving skills and everything will help you so much in the future. Even when you just go to a hostel, make sure to just talk to people, approach people. They will tell you, oh, I live in Japan. For example, I just met a person who lives in Japan and I don't have any friends in Japan. He told me, oh, I can just contact all my friends for you and see if I can help you to find accommodations in Tokyo, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, wherever you want to be. I can help you. So my biggest advice is just approach people, and ask for opportunities. If opportunities are in front of you, you just need to take them. Let's talk about food and drinks and how you don't have to spend so much money on food while you're traveling. First of all, avoid restaurants and bars because they can get really expensive. Except you're in South Asia, then it's sometimes even cheaper to go out than actually cook something for yourself. Otherwise, make sure to book hostels which have kitchens so you can cook for yourself, make friends with people who are in the hostel so you can split a bill and cook something together. Or if you use, for example, couch surfing, just cook with the locals. This way, you also can experience the real food, the traditional one, and also save money, and it's really fun. Traveling on low budget means you have to sacrifice a lot. It's all about prioritizing experiences over material things. And let's not sugarcoat it. You're gonna have to work really hard and sacrifice things because nothing in life is for free, but it's absolutely worth it. You need to plan ahead and learn how to spend money on the most efficient way possible while traveling. The most obvious option that we have is working. And please don't work in your home country because just get a working visa, go to Australia. You can't even imagine how much money they will pay you just for working in Australia. Save it up, work over hours, and then you can travel for a while without working. The second option is, for example, starting your own thing, working online, being flexible, which requires that you already have a base. Write a vlog, like a blog. Or I know some people who do street performances, for example, juggling fire, making some music, or just standing still. And people actually pay you for that. We probably don't have the skills yet to do it, but when you're broke, you will learn all the necessary skills it takes. And it's a great story to tell. Hey, I was a street performer and I was juggling with fire or something. Hell yeah. And I'm assuming many of us have a really good level of speaking English. You can also be an English teacher, which will pay you really well in certain countries because they just like it. But honestly, Australia is your best bet to make a lot of money really quick. And it's really close to Asia. So this way, you can start your travels in Southeast Asia, which is my favorite so far. Traveling on low budget requires a radical change in lifestyle, but it's possible. The key takeaway is don't take no as an answer. Things are gonna get hard. You're gonna face a lot of challenges, but just keep going and never give up. Just keep pushing your limits and you will find a way to make it work, believe me. India nearly broke my soul. I had so many struggles to face. I didn't even knew it was possible to face so many struggles in just 1 month. The whole month I was staying with locals, but still it was just a huge challenge. But the skills you develop through it are priceless. For example, problem-solving skills, social networking skills, a high emotional intelligence, empathy, putting yourself in other people's shoes, seeing things from different perspectives. And those things will make you successful in life. And also, the amount of inspiration you get for your life. Just set huge goals and never stop. You don't need to be rich to travel. Just have courage, be open-minded, and push yourself out of your comfort zone and you will figure it out, I promise. By minimizing those costs, traveling can be cheaper than staying in your hometown. Already after 5 months, I've seen things which I will never forget about and I will always have it in my heart. Those experiences, nobody can take it away from you. Just step out. Money will come and go, but those experiences, they will make you grow so much in just 1 year. You can't even imagine it. So if you have the opportunity, take a gap year or be a digital nomad for a while. For example, I was able to spend Christmas living with the monks. I lived in a van and so many people opened their doors with an open heart and let me in to their house, building long-term friendships all over the world, which will hopefully visit me back in Germany and I can visit them. Yeah, so good luck on your journey and have a good day.